So this is what it looks like. It's not the biggest heavy duty type of weed whacker or edger, but it does work very well, and I'm going to show you how it works. So you get this handle up there that gives you a pretty good grip. To turn it on, there's a safety switch right here, and then you pull the trigger and it turns on, gets going real easily. There's a small battery, but don't worry, they give you 2 batteries, so when it dies, and it doesn't last that long, but always keep the other charger going and you could just plug in a new battery. There's a little extender thing here. You just put your thumb on it. You could go a pretty big distance between the smallest and the longest, so you could get to where you're going with your edging and weed whacking. The blade is on there, very good. You don't have to worry about it coming off. There's a guard. And overall, the build quality is decent. Again, it's not heavy duty. It is a lot of plastic. You could change the angle so it could be a flat for like trimming grass and bushes, or you could make it straight. And it has this guard here, so you could do edging, which is what it's made for, but it could do a lot of stuff. So you have the edging setting there. It's straight down, and it looks good, and it works really well. So now I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to cut some stuff with it. So in my backyard, I have like these flower weeds that are growing on the grass that are super annoying, and this was the perfect tool to get rid of them. It really cuts them good. It's not going to cut through like big thick branches, but if you have to do grass around the swing set like this or around bushes, it really works well. You could get it nice and low, and it's a saw blade, and it's not like a string trimmer, so it's really good for doing touching up the grass and stuff like that. These flowers are no match. Around these bushes, my lawn service won't even do, so I have to come out and do this myself. That's why I got this. So it works perfectly for getting nice and close to the bushes, nice and close to the roots, and getting around them and making the plants look nice and trimmed up good. Definitely not meant for these type of thick bushes, but if it's the only tool you have, which for me, this is the only lawn care tool I have plus my mower, so it actually was able to cut some of those bushes. It just took a little longer than it would if you had the correct tool. So now I'm walking back to the front, and I'm going to show you guys how it works for edging. And this is intended to be a trimmer and an edger. I use it more for doing around the bushes and stuff like that, and little patches of grass that were missed when I was mowing, but it does work great as an edger. It has this handle here so you could hold it good. I have it on the flat setting so you could hold it flat and you could edge it in a nice straight line, and it works really well for the edging. So here we are. I'm going to do this line over here. You hold it by the handle, and then that guard at the bottom gives you good grip, and then you could push it down however short you're going to want to make the cut. And for edging, I found it works great. It works as intended. Definitely good product. It would be nice if there was a wheel at the bottom. A lot of edgers will have like a wheel that you could roll, so it could get a little tiring holding it, but this is not the most expensive tool that you could get that does this. So for what I need, it definitely was worth it, and I use it a lot for that purposes. So yeah, it's a good affordable tool if you want to cut a thin grass, weeds, stuff like that around. It's not a high-grade commercial product, but it does work great for do-it-yourselfers like me that just want to trim around some stuff. So click the link down below to get one of your own.